Local news about local people. This is Newslink Indiana.
Hello, I'm Chris Bavender. Thanks for joining us. Long lines Tuesday morning at the Muncie Recovery Center in search of money to help rebuild after January's ice storm. Newslink Indiana's Lindsay Jameson spoke with a few who've been hard hit.
They didn't know each other, but all had one thing in common. They were hit hard by East Central Indiana's ice storm. During the wait at the FEMA Disaster Recovery Center, they shared disaster stories.
Yeah, I'm just hoping to find out what to do and if there's anything we can do and that kind of thing, and then just take it from there.
Many here are living in homes with considerable damage.
A tree limb go over the wheelchair ramp that damaged the whole wheelchair ramp. It damaged my fascia, it got my gutters, got my roof. Right now my roof, I got a bucket catching water coming in.
FEMA has set up shop in several cities to offer information on federal funds for repairs and reimbursement.
And then if you have specific questions beyond registration, that's what the Disaster Recovery Center is really all about.
Many were in line 2.5 hours before the Recovery Center opened, but the line moved quickly with only a few snags.
I think I was the 12th one to come in. So we were kind of sitting in a circle waiting.
FEMA funds are a last resort for many.
So I'm just praying to God that I can get some relief here and get some help, because I don't know what else to do.
In Muncie, Lindsay Jameson, Newslink, Indiana.
The Disaster Center is located on Memorial. It's open through Saturday from 10 until 7. Final deadline to apply for relief from FEMA is March 22nd. To register, call 1-800-621-3362. Increased efforts to pick up downed tree limbs in Delaware County from January's ice storm now that federal aid is in place. The county will get a 75% reimbursement from the Federal Emergency Management Agency on the total amount spent on cleanup. That will cover storm-related services, including equipment rental, contractors, and work crews. County Commissioner Tom Bennington says despite previous reports, crews never stopped picking up branches except for a few days because of a severe snow alert. So far, crews have picked up 400 tons of fallen limbs. Trying to make a phone call in Lapel wasn't an easy thing Tuesday. Shortly after 9, a construction crew hit a fiber optic wire in the ground near State Roads 32 and 13. That meant Lapel residents could only make local calls to others in Lapel. SPC called in crews from Noblesville to fix the wire. Phone services were back to normal by 3. The Delaware County Department of Weights and Measures wants the power to crack down on businesses that tip their scales the wrong way. Newslink Indiana's Nicholas Ferreri explains.
When you go to the grocery store, you buy in the faith that the store scales are working properly.
You want to know that when you buy fresh fruits or vegetables or even deli meats, that the weight on the package is the real weight of the product, so that you're not cheated at the checkout.
That's where the Delaware County Department of Weights and Measurements comes in. Inspectors visit businesses to make sure their scales are operating properly. But under current law, the inspectors don't have much power to enforce the ordinances. County Commissioner Tom Bennington supports a new ordinance which would give them that power.
We want the public to be ensured that they're getting what they pay for, whether it's gasoline or meat, and we want those vendors out there who are complying with the law to have a level playing field with those who don't.
Scales at Yorktown's Ross Food Market recently passed the department's inspections with flying colors. General Manager Kent Ross says that since the scale does tip both ways, it's in a store's best interest to make sure the scales are accurate.
For example, the scale was weighing a pound, but there was really 1.1 pounds, then we would actually be losing money.
If the ordinance is passed, each day a business violates it will mean a separate citation, and fines will double for repeat offenders. In Yorktown, Nicholas Ferreri, Newslink, Indiana.
A vote on the ordinance could take place at the next county commissioners meeting February 23rd. You'll soon have more choices when it comes to places to eat in downtown Muncie. Newslink Indiana's Chris Wilson shows us what's set to be served up.
Along with the usual traffic sounds in downtown Muncie, there's a new sound. The sound of progress. Area business owners are happy with recent improvements.
I'm thrilled that there's traffic down here. It's like, city being revitalized, is obviously, great for everybody.
There's people walking around downtown that just a few years ago wouldn't maybe feel comfortable walking downtown.
In the latest addition, the Walnut Crossing, a food court that can seat about 100 people, designed to give small restaurants an opportunity to expand. Small business finance specialist Brenda West plans on leasing the space to businesses such as a pizza parlor, an ice cream stand, and even a convenience store. She hopes construction to be done by the end of May. West says negotiations with other businesses who could move into the Walnut Street property are also in the works. Winchester restaurant owner Velia Mayfield plans to move her Mexican diner to Muncie as soon as construction is finished.
To gain lots of business and friendships. That's what I got here in Winchester, but just not enough people here in Winchester.
Mayfield says the food court will give her a chance to give those who live and work in downtown Muncie a taste of Mexico.
I'm selling a good product, and I'd like everyone to know, that I have something good that I'm sure they would like.
In Muncie, Chris Wilson, Newslink, Indiana.
About 4,000 people work in downtown Muncie each day. The food court is set to open this May. Voters in Delaware County will have a chance to help elected officials change the way you vote. The Delaware County Clerk's Office will hold a voting fair Thursday from 9 until 3 at the Horizon Convention Center in downtown Muncie. Representatives from various voting machine manufacturers will answer questions and demonstrate how to use the machines. County Clerk Karen Winger says it's important for everyone to be involved in the process.
Yes, we have been happy with Punch Card, but we have to move forward. So let's do it in a positive way and try to make a good decision.
The Help America Vote Act requires every county to have new voting systems by the end of the year. Well, Jennifer Cook joins us now with a look at our weather, and I've heard a nasty little rumor about snow.
That's true. We do have some snow in the forecast. We'll get to that later in our 5-day forecast. Isn't going to be much, though. Photojournalist Mike Chamberlain was out in Anderson earlier today and took this weather picture, showed rainy conditions and foggy conditions. Seems to be a trend that we've seen recently. Today, our temperatures did fall throughout the day. Take a look at Almanac. 44 degrees was earlier Tuesday morning at midnight. And we saw our temperatures continue to drop throughout the day on Tuesday. Around 6 p.m., the low was 36. But once again, that's going to continue to drop throughout the overnight. When we take a look at Precision Cast, we've seen a drop in temperature because of a cold front that moved through our area early Tuesday morning. It stalled out to the east, but it's going to continue to move east. Behind it, we're going to see more moisture stick around, so more precipitation is going to move in behind the stationary front. But then this high pressure system out in the west is going to move in for the day on Thursday, bring the sun back out for Thursday and the day on Friday. When we zoom in on Precision Cast, you can see the rain is actually going to turn over to snow around 5 a.m. Wednesday morning. We're going to see it slowly begin to move through our area. It's going to continue throughout most of the day on Wednesday. Continue into early Thursday morning, then it's going to move on out towards the east. Most of the United States is seeing cold temperatures right now. When you take a look at Precision Cast throughout the night on Tuesday, into the day on Wednesday, the whole trough of cold air throughout most of the continental United States. 32 St. Louis, 25 Lincoln, cold temperatures out to the west. The only hot spot in the continental United States down in Miami was 79 degrees. But more locally for Tuesday night, we're going to see the rain change over to snow. We're going to see a low of 28 degrees. For Wednesday morning, fog isn't going to be a concern anymore, but snow will be the concern. Our temperature 29, light winds outside. Before the day on Wednesday, winds are going to increase. They're going to max out at 10 miles per hour. Snow is going to continue throughout most of the day. We're expecting about an inch of accumulation, so not much snowfall out there. Colder temperatures, high 34. Take a look at our temperatures. Sunday morning, 50 degrees. We're going to see 20-degree temperature drop from Sunday to Thursday. So the winter weather has returned and the spring weather is moving out, which we saw. Then the sun returns for the forecast on Thursday and Friday. Temperatures will rebound a little for the weekend, but next week, more cold air is going to be moving into the area.
Well, Punxsutawney Phil did say 6 more weeks of winter, so what can we expect?
That's true. We're going to see it.
All right. Thanks, Jennifer. Well, that is Newslink Indiana. Thanks for joining us, and join us again tomorrow for more news at newslinkindiana.com.